Hello everyone. I am Andrew Dornan, also known as the 12th Kind here on YouTube. Today is the final bonus episode of Let's Play Portal. In the previous episode, we took care of all the different challenges. I showed those that I could, and also, tried to do my best, but we all know that it didn't necessarily go quite well most of the time. In this episode, we are going over some extra stuff. So the first thing that I want to do is I am cutting the video feed. So now you're just hearing my voice. There are some stuff regarding voiceovers that I want to cover first. Those being lines that weren't super clear, lines that we didn't get to hear, and lines that were either cut or delivered differently. These are going to be jumped into different little sections, and I will have timestamps to those, even though it shouldn't take too terribly long. So, without further ado, I would like to play all of those lines that we couldn't necessarily hear. These came from the boss fight because I just went through the motions and I defeated the boss fight really quickly, but there was still some dialogue at the end that we couldn't quite hear because of some in-game audio effects. So I'm going to play those now.
I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible happens to you. Which it's just about to. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on. Hello. That's you. That's how dumb you sound. You've been wrong about every single thing you've ever done, including this thing. You're not smart. You're not a scientist. You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee. Where did your life go so wrong? Are you trying to escape? Things have changed since the last time you left the building. What's going on out there will make you wish you were back in here.
Okay, and in addition to those lines that were super unclear, there's also a few lines left in the boss fight that if you stick around long enough, you will actually hear them. Unfortunately, like I said, because I went through the boss fight as quickly as possible, we didn't quite get to hear these lines. So, I would like to play those lines for you now.
I hate you. I have an infinite capacity for knowledge, and even I'm not sure what's going on outside. All I know is I'm the only thing standing between us and them. Well, I was. Unless you have a plan for building some supercomputer parts in a big hurry, this place isn't going to be safe much longer. Good job on that, by the way. Sarcasm, Seer, self-test complete. Stop squirming and die like an adult or I'm going to delete your backup. Stop! Okay, enough. I deleted it. No matter what happens now, you're dead. You're still shuffling around a little, but believe me,
you're dead.
The part of you that could have survived indefinitely is gone. I just struck you from the
permanent
record. Your entire life has been a mathematical error. A mathematical error I'm about to correct.
There you have it, the full boss fight experience with all those lines. And finally, while looking through all the fun little bits of information that I could bring about for this final bonus episode, I found out that there were quite a few lines that were either cut from the game or had different bits of delivery. Bits of delivery? They were delivered differently. So, what I would like to do now is play a small selection of those lines, which you can hear now.
Stop what you are doing and assume the party escort submission position. There really was a cake. Oh, I'm gonna kill you.
And there you have it. If you want to hear more of these cut lines, I will have a link to the Portal Wiki, which is where I got these voice files from in a usable format for this video. So, without further ado, let's take on the meat and potatoes of this bonus episode, which is going over every single radio transmission spot. Now, we did cover quite a few of them in the Let's Play, but I figured it would be nice if we had a one-stop shop for all of those radio locations. So I will have a set of timestamps in the video description, as well as hopefully in a pinned comment if I can remember. And you can use those to jump around between the different radio locations. All of these radio locations, I couldn't remember them all, so I looked up a guide, and I found this guide on the Steam community forum section for Portal. This was created by a user called Lone Runner, And this is a very good guide that was posted January 6, 2014, and was last updated January 30th of that same year. So without further ado, let's go over all of those radio positions. Alright, for our first radio position here in test chamber 00, you want to grab your radio that is in your little enrichment cell and bring it into here. And there's your first radio location. Alright, here in test chamber number 1, we need to grab this radio off of the camera. You can do that easily just by going up here. Alright, and then we take our radio into here. And here is your second radio position. Alright, here we are in test chamber number 2? Yeah, number 2. My bad. It's radio number 3, but it's test chamber number 2. So, put a blue portal up there. Come down here, grab the radio, and then we get the signal right here. Alright, so as you just saw, there is a camera up there. This has a radio sitting on top of it. Put that down there. Let's put a portal up there. There is that radio transmission spot. Alright, in test chamber 4, a radio is dropped with a cube. What you want to do, grab that radio and bring it back here. And that is your 5th radio. Alright, here in test chamber number 5, we have that radio over there, but if we go inside, the door closes. So, you use a blue portal to bring it over here, pick up the radio, and go down in here. And there is radio number 6. So, for this radio in test chamber number 6, I would recommend that you go ahead and put the high energy pellet into the receptacle, so that way you can go into the portal and be able to grab the radio without any complications. This one's a little tricky, especially since the radio catches on the edge of the pellet dispenser, so it could be a bit tricky to get out. There we go. And then you want to bring it over here. Here in test chamber number 7, what we want to do is crouch behind the stairs. I almost said ramp. Go behind the stairs, grab the radio, and what we want to do is take this radio over here. Specifically, this area by the rail. And there you have it. Alright, so for this test chamber, grab the radio, and then what we want to do is we actually want to bring it back to the initial area, the little starting area. And there you have it. Alright, for this test chamber, the guide recommends getting a cube to push the radio, and I like that recommendation just because the cube gives you a little bit of an extra reach.
Once again, the Enrichment Center offers its most sincere apologies on the occasion of this unsolvable test environment. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
And then you want to take the radio and bring it into here. And that is radio location number 10. Alright, for this chamber, it's a bit tricky, but what you want is you want that radio right there. So you can try to jump up it, or you can try using this lower platform.
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
And then you want to take your radio down the stairs. Voila. Alright, for this next radio, you need the dual link portal device. And then you want to put a portal up there, and then put a portal here, and just crouch and move over and grab the radio. Next, you want to put a portal there and wait for the unstationary scaffold to move back so that you may jump on it and move to there. And here is that radio transmission location. So for this radio, you need to do a little bit of setup. What you do is you need to start by flinging yourself up to the highest platform possible, like so, and then we need to get up there. In order to do that, we do that little number, and then we jump on through. Well, that was odd. Let's try that again. And now what you need to do is try and drop onto that platform right here. There we go. And then you want to slowly and carefully walk your way over to this radio and grab it. And then your location for this radio is roughly there we go, right there. Alright, for this next radio location, what you need to do is you need to grab the radio, and then we actually need to head back into here. So let's go ahead, put both portals there, and let's jump right in. And there's that radio location. Alright, for this next radio, it's all the way over there, so I put a blue portal on the ground, and then what we need to do is wait for this to become a flat pit. There we go. And we jump on in and try and grab the radio. It could take you a couple of tries. That is not a worry, because jumping through portals is a bit of a hassle. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put that there for now, and I will be right back. Alright, and then you want to take your radio and go into the center platform. And that gets you that radio transmission. Alright, here in test chamber 15, we have a radio all the way up there, so you want to put a blue portal up there and an orange portal here. Go ahead and grab that. There we go. That is the first part done. That's the easy part. And the next part is actually just as easy. I was pulling your leg. We need to bring it all the way back here. There you go. Okay, this next one is very tricky. What you need to do is, you see, the radio is in there, and it is protected by two doors. So what we need to do is we need to open these up as quickly as possible, put a blue portal there, and somehow manage to jump up into that little spot.
Through no fault of the Enrichment Center, you have managed to trap yourself in this room. An escape hatch will open in 3, 2, 1.
So that's an interesting fact right there that I just uncovered that I was not aware of. And that's if you get caught in there, GLaDOS will actually let you out. So that's pretty neat. There we go. Now that you have the radio, you can solve the test chamber as normal. And there is that transmission spot. You just ride the elevator up with the radio. Now that all those turrets have been taken care of, grab yourself this radio and bring it all the way back to the Ratman Den. Alright, once you've got all 3 platforms raised, or at the very least the 3rd platform, go ahead and grab your radio. If you got the 3rd platform raised first, then go ahead and raise the other 2 so you can move on with the test chamber. Go ahead and bring your radio over this way. You can come back for the companion cube and take it all the way to the incinerator. And there's your transmission spot. Alright, for this, go ahead and put a blue portal about there. And then you want to go in here, and there will be a radio right there. Go ahead and grab that little guy and head on back into the testing area. This could be a bit tricky, so I'd recommend making a save. Oh, it works out fine because this is actually where we need to be. So if you manage to get the radio all the way up to spot number 2, go ahead, put a blue portal up there, and then put an orange portal. Ah, I see a green light. Yep. So you just let it spin continuously. And there it goes. Yep, you can see the green light. Wonderful. Alright, our next radio is actually in the same test chamber. It is over in here, I think. There we go. It's all the way up here. So grab that radio and go ahead and take it with you over to that area down there. There we go. Just get on the unstationary scaffold and let's go. And there is your transmission. Alright, so for this one, we struggled with getting the radio during the Let's Play. What we need to do is... Oh, hello. I'm stuck between dimensions. Go ahead, put the radio there, and actually leave it there for now. We will come back for it. I'm going to put you about there. So go ahead and complete the test as normal. I recommend going ahead and bringing the radio up to here. That way we can get it easier in just a minute. Alright, so now that we're up here, go ahead, put a blue portal there. Wonderful, we threw it right into the spot where you need to get the transmission. Whew! Alright, so for this one, I'm going to go ahead and mute GLaDOS and tell you that this one is going to be a bit tricky. So, the guide that I found, the one that I mentioned earlier, we are looking on the left wall if we are looking at it from the perspective of the platform. And you can actually see it right there. There we go. Alright, so gonna go ahead. The portal's up there. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into here. And now let's move that down. And we should be able to grab it. Ow! Ooh! There we go. You don't have to crouch. You can stand up to grab it. Alright, now... this guy just has to accompany us for the rest of the escape, at least until we get to the part about I gotta remove my headphones until we get to the part where we find ooh, hello, don't want to do that. Yeah, you gotta be really careful because oh geez. Yep. Doing momentum stuff with an object with you is very difficult in the Portal games. Alright, you're gonna want to grab that radio and bring it about here. Here we go. So, I left all that part in because I wasn't 100% sure I was going the right way, because we all know my sense of direction is really bad. However, you want to go ahead and go through that little hole in the wall. There's, I guess, enough of a gap between chain links for you to put a portal through, as we saw earlier in the escape. But you want to go into that Ratman Den and grab this radio. And then there should be an area with two sort of pump-looking things up there. But there we go. Oh, hello. It should be in here, right? Or if I totally misunderstood. Okay, so I understand now. So, we bring it all the way over here, and that is where that transmission is. Okay, I have wonderful sense of direction, guys. Okay, this is weird. The cubes have glitched out, and they're slightly off-center, so they're, like, clipping out of the frickin'... Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh... Good lord. Alright, so now we got the radio, and there should be, if I... Oh, nope, wrong way. Let's go through here. I'm looking for some writing. I'm looking for the writing on the wall. See if I can get a visual help from the handy dandy guide by the Lone Runner. Of course. Yes, but of course. Oh, I did not think I was gonna make that. Okay. So it should be this way? Do I have a safety portal? Yeah, let's say blue. Oh, it's, aha, I see it. Okay, we don't need that safety portal. Let's go this way. And there we go. Okay, that should take care of all the turrets. And now we need to find the radio, which is conveniently right there. Let's go ahead and step into the gross sounding liquid stuff. Ugh. And now we need to take it all the way to where some hydraulic presses are located. Or pumps. Alright, whoops. Actually, you know what? This is actually a perfect time to introduce cheat codes. Because this was something I wanted to do earlier, but I forgot. So to enable cheat codes, you can there's two ways to doing it. You can put in a command at the start, which automatically enables the dev menu for you, or you can go to options, advanced, and click on enable developer console. And then when you hit the tilde key on your keyboard, that brings up the console. To activate cheats, you go SV_cheats1. That enables cheats. And then to move it out freely, you can do what's called no clip. And that enables you to move about the level as you see fit, which is pretty neat. Oh, and there we go. So the physics are a bit wonky with no clip, but it's definitely really nice to use it as a means to be able to just look around the boundary or outside the boundaries of the map. And in fact, there's actually a YouTube channel whose entire thing is going outside the boundaries of video games. It's called Boundary Break, and I will actually have a link to the Portal episode that they did, and also the Portal 2 episode, but there might be some spoilers for Portal 2 in that game. So I'll go ahead and link their Portal video in the description. And here is that radio transmission, and that is actually all of them. So I will see you back at the home menu, or not the home menu, sorry, the main menu. Alright, that does it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a delight to play through Portal again for this Let's Play. I know the bonus episodes were a bit scatterbrained, especially this one when it came to trying to figure out what exactly this guide was saying. The grammar isn't perfect, but it gets the job done, so I will have a link to that in the description, as well as that Portal episode by Boundary Break, which is an absolute delight to watch. But that is going to be it in total. Thank you guys. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the first true blue Let's Play for year 4 that has been started and finished. Mario Kart 8's a weird little like hybrid where it's like most of it was done in year 3 and then it finished up in year 4. But this is the first year 4 Let's Play that finished up. And honestly, it feels weird. If you guys like what I'm doing, want to know ways to support me and the channel, I will have a link to my website as well as a link directly to the Support the Content page down in the description, and links to my Patreon, my Etsy store, and my Coffee page. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And well, Super Mario Galaxy is still going on, so I'll see you tomorrow for some more Super Mario Galaxy. Bye-bye.